Welcome to my channel once again. In this video, we want to look at how to access Google Classroom using a mobile device. And by mobile device, what I'm referring to here is either your tablet, smartphones, and iPad. Could be Android or iOS. They all operate the same principles. So in this case, we are going to look at how to access Google Classroom with any of this smart device as a teacher or as a student. At this point, we want to bring up our Android device, our mobile device. Now this is an Android phone. In this lesson, we are going to use an Android phone. But the principles apply be it in Android or iOS. You're still going to access Google Classroom exactly the way you access it using a PC. The only difference is that there are certain applications you're going to need in order to be able to access the Google Classroom using mobile phone seamlessly compared to PC. On PC, all you need in the Google Classroom, it's already there. But on your mobile device, you need to get certain applications that will enable to access the Google Classroom seamlessly. Please, if this is your first time in this channel, you can use the subscribe button. Click it so that you're going to get updates and notifications on new or subsequent videos in this series and other series that will come up in this channel. Alright, right now we want to move to how to get those applications. Now, since it's an Android device, you're going to go to the Play Store. Here we are on the Play Store. The first app we are going to need is Google Classroom itself. It's already there. And if this is your first time to use it, you're going to see install. So you're going to click to install. Alright. After that, the next app we need here is going to be Google Docs. You click on it. If this is your first time, you're going to install it. Now the next app you're going to need to install is the Google Drive. Normally, every Gmail address, every Gmail account, each Google account comes with a free 15 gig storage drive. But you're going to get this in case you have multiple Gmails in your device, in your phones or tablet. You may have like 2, 3, 4 Gmail addresses. So you need a Google Drive to be able to manage each of this, because you're going to use a particular Gmail address either as a student or as a teacher for the school to be able to use in the Google Classroom. So that particular Gmail address needs to be there among others. So you're going to need a drive to be able to manage which particular email address, which particular email is used for which drive that this lesson or information should be stored. That's it. Then the next you're going to need is going to be, okay, for the sake of, let's say, you're going to need Google Slides in case you need to present a lesson in a slide using your mobile device, or your teacher has actually sent you a lesson on the slide form and you want to access it using a mobile device. So these are the applications you definitely basically need to access Google Classroom seamlessly. There are other applications, but in this video we're going to focus on this. Now you've gotten all the applications you need here, right? Okay, we want to go to access each of these applications. Alright, so now the next first, you can actually scroll as and then get to these applications, but for the sake of this video we're going to tap it. We'll go to Classroom. Alright, it's already shown there. We'll click on it. Okay, it's opening. Now there's already have an account, several accounts here, right? Now, just like I click to select a particular Gmail address, that will go for it. Once you download your app, and then for the first time, there'll be a prompt for you to, after installing the one, there'll be a prompt to access the classroom, asking you for the suggestion of a particular Gmail address in your device. you can either use that or you suggest to change the Gmail address. Now, once you are able to access the class as a teacher or as a student, the first thing you're going to see is going to be a Gmail address you use, whatever that if you've not used that particular Gmail address before to access a class, you're going to see a blank space like this. In this case, it's actually a class. So now this is a sample, or you can use any other. Let's look at any other Gmail address we've not used at all to access Google Classroom at all. Okay, let's say we want to use this. Now, in this case, this is how it's going to look in your device if the first time of accessing Google Classroom. Now, you're simply going to click on the sign. Take note, the sign there is also available on PC, the sign. So you're going to click it, and then once you click it here, the same thing it will show on the PC, the same thing you're going to get here. Alright, so now if you're a student, you want to access a class, there'll be a prompt here to join class, and then you're going to get a class code. Let's say you enter this XYZ. This is for just assuming. This highlight is going to show you join. You click join, and then if it's the correct class code, simply you're going to have access to the class. Now, if you're a teacher, the next what you want to do using the authorized Gmail address for that school or the class, you're going to click create class. If the class has not already been created and you want to create a class, simply check this. Now, in one of our videos in this series, the first video, we talked about how to set up Google Classroom. So the link to that video is going to be below this video. What it takes to get the G Suite for Education account, which is free. It's there. So whatever you check in, and then you click continue, and then fill in all details that is needed, and then you create a class. But that's not what we're after at this moment. So that's it. Now you've actually created a class. For instance, you've actually joined a class. Now let's use a particular Gmail that has actually joined a class. Now you've actually joined a class. Now you have this in your classes. You click in here. There's a class. And then you go to another class. You go to your classes. You click in, let's say decide to click in here. Right? You're going to see the class. This for different section. Okay. Let's say this time around, decide to say, okay, you want to access a class. Now, definitely, if you click on this class, now let's check on the PC. Now, this class here, this particular class, if you click on it, whatever it appears here is a class that you've been able to access to. You have access to using your mobile device. Now, if you check the classwork, go to the classwork, it's actually empty. Now, if you come here and get to this classwork, it's actually empty as well. So you've been able to access that particular class using your mobile device. Now, whatever is done on this class, whatever is done there, they're actually lessons. You're going to get access to them, right? Exactly like this. So that's it. That's it for this. Now, one thing is clear here is there's a different thing here. One thing is quite a bit clear here. Now, there are some lessons here that is on drafts because it's not yet published by the teacher. It's on draft. The student is not be able to see. The student only have access to only posted and published lessons to the class. So that's it. These are the how to access Google Classroom using your mobile device. If you thoroughly enjoyed this video and you like it, please subscribe to the channel so that you're going to get notifications on upcoming videos in the series. In our subsequent video, we're going to look at other features in this using your mobile phone when accessing Google Classroom. Please, you can actually use the thumbs up button if you really like this video. And then subscribe. And then if you have any question or comment, leave it in the comment section. It's going to be attended to. Okay? Alright. So let's go back to our dashboard. Until then, see you in our next video. All right, bye.